So, due to customs taking their sweet time, I missed my connecting flight from Brisbane to Perth. So now I have to, I took Brisbane to Sydney, and here I am in the harbour. That's the harbour market. And I'm on a whirlwind tour of seeing Sydney now before my flight in an hour to Perth. Off I go. We are in Darling Harbour, and we have little darlings playing in this fun little fountain. Off I go. On our way into the harbour market from Darling Harbour. So inside the harbour mall, or harbour market at Darling Harbour, apparently there are no nuclear weapons allowed inside. And then I saw this and just thought of my wife. Huge bins of candy to grab at whatever amount you want to grab. No trip to Darling Harbour would be complete without seeing it from Santa's rear. Living in the valley, I find it interesting that I had to come all the way to Sydney to find the store called Valley Girl. That's right, Valley Girl. Sydney Wildlife Museum and Aquarium, and just in case you thought Westfield didn't own enough, they apparently own Australia too. Madame Tussauds and some local wildlife. As our Darling Harbour whirlwind tour of Sydney continues, we can see a warship as well as New Sydney in the background. Got the monorail, and we're on the bridge that crosses Darling Harbour. And on our way to the ferry, which is going to take us to the Circle Quays, and then we're going to take the train from Circle Quays to Central, and then Central back to the domestic airport, and off we go! Goodbye, Darling Harbour. We're off to see the Opera House.
Ladies and gentlemen, when leaving the vessel, please stand well clear of the gangway while the crew secures the vessel.
No time to enjoy it, but we got to see Luna Park. Bye, Luna Park. It's very Pinocchio. We are now going from Luna Park under the bridge Sydney Harbour all the way around. So it is nice and rainy today, but I am told that that is called the Sydney Opera Bridge. They're very clever in coming up with such a complex name for it. So, the Sydney Opera Bridge. Here we are, and I think we'll see the Sydney Opera House pretty quick. Here we are on our whirlwind tour of Sydney with an hour left to get to the airport. And there is the Sydney Opera Bridge and the Sydney Opera House. Voila. You never know where tomorrow's going to take you. We're on our way from Luna Park under the bridge, the Sydney Opera House Bridge, and on around to the Opera House itself. And of course, it's ironic, the Opera House is being upstaged. With minutes to go, the ferry is at its final stop for us. We're leaving the bridge and Sydney Harbour. There is the Opera House itself, and who knows what tomorrow will bring. I wasn't planning on being in Sydney today, but I got to bring you.
Jason, I'm Pete.
Good to meet you, Pete.
Yep.
Pete's just helping us figure out where to go.
Yeah. But I get off either at the museum or St James. St James is the next station, and the museum's the one after that.
Because these lines just grew. That's the problem. This was an old line. Like Topsy, they grew.
Sure, and so that one, I'll get off there, and that should take me straight in.
Either of those stations, and then just watch the board.
So we're on the train. We just exited St. James because we have minutes to try and see what we can see here. Up we go. We are upstairs at St. James. We're gonna go up and see Elizabeth Street to see Hyde Park. We have 5 minutes. We are cruising on our whirlwind trip off to Hyde Park. Just like Los Angeles, a Westfield Mall. We're in Hyde Park. I've been to Hyde Park in London, but I didn't know they had one here. We're in Sydney. Ma'am? Miss? What is that building?
Oh, that's St Mary's Cathedral. So it's the biggest Catholic church in Sydney.
It's the biggest Catholic church in Sydney, St. Mary's Cathedral?
The Sydney Archdiocese and the Cardinal is. And
Thank you very much.
it's okay. It's a nice church.
What time have you got?
4:03.
Thanks so much. Apparently we're gonna go see St. Mary. St. Mary's in the background. A minotaur being held down by a naked man. Beautiful fountain. Some rams. This fountain is the gift. Alright. So sorry. My whirlwind tour is getting in the way of other people's whirlwind tours. Slightly less whirlwindy. Alright. Ah, that is beautiful. Tourists, just like me. More tourists. And some beautiful trees. And back onto the train. Made it just in time. We are leaving St. James and Hyde Park, and apparently St. Mary's, on our way back to the airport so we can connect with our flight to Perth. Some lovely Aussie friends. Alright, they're telling me that if I am on the Green Line and I just came from St. James to Museum to Central, then if this goes to Green Square next, then I should make it to the airport, right?
Yes. It's Green Square one, you'll get to the airport.
If it doesn't, I'm going the wrong way.
Turn around and go back.
Oh, we'll see how much time we have.
Yeah, how much? Mine.
First station for
Green Square, followed by Mascot, Domestic, International, Warren Creek and Kingsgrove.
Off we go. Good.
Service will terminate.
We are going to Green Square, which means we are going to the airport, which means we are going to make it in time. I think we just got here on time. Domestic. We gotta catch the plane now. Off down the final sprint. On our way to make the connecting flight to Perth. I actually just met a guy at a Lenovo kiosk. Told him I did a Lenovo commercial for them last year, Christmas. Off we go. And of course, my gate is the final one at the end of the terminal, 40. So, I think we're gonna make it in time. What time is it?
4:45.
Thank you.